Hello friends. Welcome to my channel. It's Brooke-Sidney here. I help you reprogram your mind so you can make miracles manifest. Today, I am talking about breadcrumbing, what to do when you're being breadcrumbed by your specific person, and more importantly, how you can flip that and reverse it so that you can get your SB back in the way that feels like a good manifestation. So before we jump into that, I wanted to remind you there are two ways for you to work with me. One's email coaching and the other is one-on-one. Both of those links are listed below, as well as two groups for like-minded individuals on this manifestation journey. So today we are talking about being breadcrumbed or getting breadcrumbs from your specific person. Let's talk about what breadcrumbing is. So breadcrumbing is essentially when you are receiving kind of inconsistent contact. So maybe there'll be a text message that you send and it takes you like 3-4 days to have a response. People call it being left on red. Maybe the person will call out of the blue. I've heard this also referred to as like someone kind of keeping you warm. So meaning they will do just the bare minimum breadcrumbs to keep you interested, to keep you on the hook. Those of you that are experiencing this, I'm sorry, but let's get into how you can change it. So first of all, the one thing that we have to do is we have to accept that there's something about us that is creating a situation where we're being breadcrumbed. I think that usually comes down to the fact that there's a part of us that doesn't, I know this is going to hurt for me to say it, I've felt it before, that doesn't require more. Our standard is so low. Our standard is so low that we are allowing these type of situations, experiences into our life because it is our reality that they're showing up. Otherwise, they wouldn't show up. Like, that is the truth. So in order to fix it, we have to, first of all, take responsibility for it. We have to say, okay, wow, I have brought this into my life. I've allowed it into my life. I've somehow created this situation and this person that is bringing me breadcrumbs, okay? Number two, I hope you're using the power of awareness, and I've talked about in the recent video, and I'll tag it. I hope you're using the power of awareness in your life to truly search within and seek within to find out where that pattern comes from. It helps you fix it. Like when you see it, you can actually call it out and then know what it is and move forward. I find it to be really helpful, although it is not required. You can decide just right now that that no longer gets to be true for you and you change it, right? That leads me to my next point, is that your self-concept has to develop, as well as your self-love, into a place where this behavior is no longer acceptable. I know that it gets challenging and difficult, especially if it's a specific person that you've been involved with or a specific person that, you know, has your heart. But this is the part where you have to start standing for the life and the standards and the treatment that you deserve. You have to start shifting into the new self-concept that doesn't have breadcrumbs. Let me go a little bit further. So many of you are trying to manifest your SP back in. You don't want an SP that is there sometimes, not there other times, talking then not talking, where you're feeling like you're dangling on a string or being blown in the wind. No, you don't. So what do you have to do? You have to recreate that situation, recreate that person, and most importantly, recreate your self-concept. You need to become the person that people show up for, people communicate with, people are honest to. Because usually when that's going on, there's other stuff going on. Let's just be frank. So you want to be the person and have the self-concept that's loved, that's chosen, that's committed to, where people are honest with, where you're shown up for, where you're supported, where you're cared for, and where you're considered. Hello, considered. These are the types of things and qualities that you want to possess to become the person that thinks along those lines, that doesn't allow breadcrumbing. So what would happen for a person that has that self-concept already? When that person starts coming in, are you going to respond to them immediately? Likely not. You're going to let that kind of either go by the wayside or let them show a little bit more effort. Let them start being consistent in their communication. And if you are in no contact, honestly, sometimes that's better because it allows you time to work on your self-concept, to decide ultimately what you are going to manifest and how you're going to be treated, and more importantly, the person that you are going to become, the self-concept that you are going to step into and become one with, that doesn't get breadcrumbed, doesn't get ghosted. I talked about ghosted recently. Doesn't get left behind. You are now the person who's never left, never abandoned, never rejected. You're the person who's always loved, always committed to, always chosen. You're the number one person in someone's life. You're the person now that is thought about all the time, that they're obsessed with, that they can't to spend time with, that they can't wait to be with, they can't wait to kiss you, they can't wait to hold you. All of these things, that's the person, that's the self-concept, that's the dominant state, that is a natural assumption that doesn't have breadcrumbs and more or less wouldn't accept breadcrumbs. Because ultimately, the relationship that you want to manifest is not this relationship. So sometimes we have to cancel, clear, and delete that one and recreate and reprogram ourselves so that we can manifest in the next version of that relationship, as well as the next version of ourselves that doesn't allow for breadcrumbs, laughs at breadcrumbs, thinks breadcrumbs is a joke, thinks that they must have thought the wrong person. They must have got the wrong person. They must have, ooh, that was fun. So my camera just cut out. That's never happened before. That to me means that this is a super powerful message. So for those of you that are still accepting breadcrumbs, it's truly time for you to create that next version of you, that next self-concept that doesn't allow for that is only available for the highest level of treatment, the highest level of communication, and the highest level of love that you know that you truly deserve. So I hope this video has been helpful. It's my intention to support you on this manifestation journey. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn your bell on because I drop videos every day, and I will see you tomorrow.